Hi, and welcome back to Wildman Wheels. Today we're going to be digging into this old cat backhoe. You've seen it out there in the back behind in the last several videos. And Markel here, he's the guy who owns it. And he's like, Austin, you're being lazy. You're not fixing my tractor for me. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. It's projects and stuff. And he's like, well, I'm coming up and we're putting my tractor together. So we got Markel here. He's joining us. We've got all the parts and all the pieces. We're going to put this transmission back together, put it in the tractor, and then see if we can't get it to run. It hasn't ran in what, how long?
About 3 years now.
3 years, okay. So, and then even then you bought it from a guy that said it ran, but did it? Was he actually using it? We don't know. So we're gonna see, does the tractor even work? That's gonna be the fun part. So, we got all the parts and pieces. We got brand new everything for it. We just gotta look up on the Googles and determine how we're supposed to put this back together. And then we're gonna go from there. So, I guess cleaning. We got lots. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pretty dirty, you know. We need to remove that. So we're gonna go ahead and just sand it perfectly flat on a flush surface. You want to keep the part rotating. Look, it's basically a brand new. I don't know if it's more gooder, definitely less batter.
Today's Bible verse, John 15, verses 1 through 4. I am the true grapevine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit, and he prunes the branches that do not bear fruit, so they will produce even more. You have already been pruned and purified by the message I have given you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me.
There's all the machine faces are cleaned up. All the bores are shiny. We definitely gotta paint this one now.
Yeah.
I got plenty of semi-gloss black paint. Step one is the filter housing. But I don't like the thought process of having that just dangling and it's like flopping it over and then, you know, dink.
Yep.
That makes me nervous. But, you know, something we can do, we can go ahead and make a gasket for this first because we're going to need it anyway. And it might be easier to do it now. Have you ever made a gasket before?
No.
Yes, I get to teach somebody something. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll take this gasket material. This is rubberized gasket material. We'll cut it just in a rough approximate size. And this is the way gaskets were made, literally back in the day, for a long, long time. Like, I want to say up until like the 50s or the 60s. Like, this is, like, if you took your car to the mechanic and you needed to like reseal the carburetor or something, this is how it was done. This is the reason we have ball peen hammers. Ball peen hammers are actually gasket making hammers. So what we're gonna do is take the gasket right here, the round side of the ball peen hammer, and we're gonna hammer the edge of the gasket onto the edge of the housing. We're gonna work our way all the way around. And boom, look at that. That's how you cut the gasket. Now, we got bolt holes we got to get in there, right? Mm-hmm. Small ball peen hammer. Look at that. Perfect fit every time. And now I just need some toothpicks. I put them over here. Pull our little pieces of gasket out. And boom, there we go. Now when we're ready to bolt this on, boom, right there we got gasket, housing, all the bolt holes fit up, everything lines right up perfectly. Put it on this side. Look at there. There you go. So that's what the old timers did back in the day. And so we've got a roll of gasket material. Because this is the thing. You can go down and buy the gasket for this, or you could use RTV. But this is a much more substantial gasket than RTV. And if you go down and buy the gasket, that's $5. That gasket's $5. That gasket's $5. That gasket's $5, right? They're cheap. Or you can go get a roll of this for, I don't even know how much it was. $8-10 for this entire roll. And you can see that's a big roll. We're making a lot of gaskets with this one roll.
Yep.
And then you can even buy, I think I have it up here, the cork style gasket material, which is and you use the exact same process. You use your ball peen hammer and you make gaskets. So we've got one gasket made, and I guess we'll move on to the next step.
Yep.
Okay. Rotate the transmission case into position as shown.
Install bearing cups in their bores. Okay, so these guys.
Okay.
That one didn't take much in the way of effort.
Any back streamy?
Neither did that one. That's fine, right? Yep. I mean, they're in there. Okay, what about this one? Do we have this one? Bearing cups are installed.
Install gear 14.
Spline onto collar 15 and washer 16 on the output shaft. So it's 14, 15, 16. Okay. So what's part number 14? I think that's the shaft there, and I want to say this gear. Okay, shaft 13. Okay, so it goes this way. So the bearings, because we have the spline. So the bearing side, we have number 14. Yes. So number 14 is 6 Tom 9162.
6 Spicer.
Nice.
Maybe the other one has a part number?
That guy, because that guy also kind of looks like that.
Does that one have a part number?
Spicer part number 6G204 66107D. Great. Oh, there's that one. So that one's going to face this way. This one's going to face this way. Okay. And then that little clutch is what's going to go in between the two.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay. Yes.
Perfect.
And then number 8. 601622. These are all Spicer part numbers, unfortunately. Part number 15. Synchronizer. They both have the same part number.
Oh yeah, they're the same.
Goes right there. 60298, 60298, 60298. But in this, it shows
Two different
part numbers. So we're gonna go ahead and just drop that guy on there. Sure. Heat collar 17 to a maximum of 275 installed on the output shaft. Ready when you are. Oh, give her. Go. Go. Yes. Perfect.
It started moving. Perfect.
Perfect. All right, just leave it. Perfect. Okay, so now that bearing, that spacer, and that bearing.
I'll go on there.
Goes over all of that. Perfect.
And that locks.
Yep. That locks it into that gear. And then down, this gear's free. That gear's locked to the shaft. Perfect. Okay, so what goes after that? This has got to be 11 right here. Yes. That's 11, and then a bearing goes on top of that. It's got a spline onto that somehow. Because otherwise, why is there splines on that shaft?
Yeah. $259, $1382 is what it would look. It looks like this. That's what it replaces to.
Yeah, see, it's splined on the inside. So it hooks onto this right here. Okay, so that's what we're looking for.
They're weird looking.
Okay, so we need number 12. Okay, gear, third gear, right? Yeah, because big, this is third gear. This is first, second, third, fourth. Dang it. So let's take it back apart real quick. We should have set these out. Okay. These can all stay right there. We'll just. Nope, we gotta take that off. Dang it! Because that's gotta come off. Can we take this off from this way? Nope. You're never gonna let me help you again. All right, you want to, yeah, hold the shaft. It should come off pretty easily. Famous last words. It's not moving. We throw a little cutoff wheel on it. Just get it like an angle and then just pop it off, and I'll clean this up.
Cool. I'll let you cut it. I'll start cleaning up this thing with the.
Oh, you're gonna let me do the cutting.
I don't trust myself with a die grinder.
Oh, and you think I do? Okay guys, so what you saw me do right there, if you ever run into this, you got a sleeve that's on something and it's pressed on and you need a press to get it off, but you don't have a press. Here's a little trick how to get it off. So you watch me hit it with the old die grinder, and the way I did it is look at the cut that I made. So I didn't just go straight across because I wasn't gonna be able to get close enough due to the size of the diameter of the wheel, right? I was gonna start bumping into this gear with my cutoff wheel, and I was only gonna get maybe halfway through. And so what you can do is you can take it and actually cut a spiral into it. And you start out very, very shallow of a cut right up next to the gear. And then as you get away from the gear, you can turn your spiral cut into almost a straight cut. Now you're gonna be very careful. And so I always start at the side I can see, and I cut as deep down as I can without actually going through the material, but you want it to be very close. Then you have a gauge for yourself in the cut. You know, I go this deep, and as you work it around, you can kind of keep coming back and go, oh, I'm pretty close. Once you get it all the way and you're like, I think I'm 99% through the whole thing, take a chisel, a nice big chisel, you put it in there and you hammer, and what happens is it actually cracks the metal, and you can actually see on the inside the little crack where the metal actually cracked through on the ends, right in here. This is really hot because I was just cutting on it. But by doing it that way, you can take it off the shaft, and as you can see, we didn't nick that shaft at all. So this is one of the things. There's two types of people. There's people that know what they're doing, and there's people that don't know what they're doing, but they know how to get themselves out of a sticky spot. And this is one of those skills. If you don't know what you're doing, you at least got to know how to get yourself out of the sticky situation. So if we would have spent 4 seconds and paid attention to what we were doing, we would have known that this right here is second gear. There's first gear, you know, the small one. Then we have third gear and fourth gear. Third gear goes right here because second gear goes here and first gear goes here. We weren't paying attention. We just started throwing, just slinging parts. So guess what? We had to go through that whole process so we could change that gear out for this gear. And now we can go ahead and thankfully we have a new sleeve. So we'll be able to heat this sleeve and drop it on there and then go ahead and finish assembling. Now we are missing one piece. This one might actually, that kind of almost, oh. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. We're gonna go with that's a great sign. We just put it on by hand. We're just gonna ignore. Okay, sure. It's hot. We're gonna just go with that. The shaft's hot, so just heat it up. And as I was putting it on.
Yes.
Now, which way? I think this doesn't matter which way it goes. It looks identical on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
On here, spacer. That guy goes on there. That guy goes on there. This guy slides over those bearings and goes on here. Now we are missing a piece or two. That guy goes there, and then a bearing goes on top of that, but we're missing this little guy here in the middle. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and just assemble the other side. And at this point in time, we're assembling and we're writing down. We got a little book here. We're writing down every little part and piece that we're missing, so Markel can spend thousands of more dollars and buy all the parts and pieces that are missing. The next bigger gear. So this guy goes on first. Right there. Let's give her a little schmitz of oil. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay. That goes on there. Okay, be honest with me, Markel. Were you nervous? The thought of like, I got to put this transmission together, and I'd have no idea which parts go where. Were you nervous? Okay, all right. So I'm not the only one. Well, bought a tractor with a blowed up transmission. I've never done a transmission in a blowed up tractor before. So
I usually take it apart and then put it back.
Exactly. So what could possibly go wrong? Okay, so there's that guy, and then this guy locks into here.
Yep.
And that locks that to the shaft. Perfect. Okay. Do we have a yoke? Do we have an output shaft yoke? Please tell me we have an output shaft yoke. I don't see an output shaft yoke.
Now that's going to be a pricey part.
That's going to be a pricey part right there.
I do not see an output shaft yoke.
Dang it. So from here we need bearing. Bearing number 2 is 8 Tom 1581. Saying it goes this way.
Yes. Those go into this cup.
Okay. So we're gonna have to heat that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. It's almost like we've done this once or twice before.
Perfect.
Get the oil in there while it's hot. So oil will cool it and impregnate. Did we put the bearing on the right way?
It should be.
You're like, Austin, I swear I will kill you. No, I think that's facing that way.
Okay.
Okay, so I think at this point in time, the cup goes in here, the shims go here, the lip seal goes here, and then the yoke goes here. Okay, so we got as far as we could on the main shaft. Right now we have the counter shaft and we have the reverse gear. So we're gonna go ahead and get this partially assembled. We're gonna go ahead and assemble it. And this bearing gets pressed on, and there's some spacers and whatnot, and then this same bearing, there's another one that goes on up here, but this one's not pressed on. So we'll be able to go ahead and leave. We'll just get this one preliminarily assembled so it's ready to go, so we can verify we've got all the spacers, we got all the little shims and the whatnots, and then we'll do the same with this one, and then we'll try to assemble the clutches for the forward and reverse clutches, and then we'll hopefully put together more of a list of parts that we're missing, so that way next time we can finish the assembly. Or actually, yeah, finish the assembly and then maybe install it until we find 17 more parts that are missing. I have a feeling this is going to be like a 3-part series. There's going to be like almost assemble the transmission, assemble the transmission, almost get it installed, and then it'll be get installed and then run. It'll be a 3-part series.
Yep.
So let's start with this guy. Let's heat this bearing up, just like we did on the last one. And Markel will be our fire wrangler.
Yes.
Where's my little fancy ring that I used for heating? Right here. Fairly ready-ish. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got smoke. All right, ready? Go. Nope. Tap, tap. Okay. Hamar. Love taps. I think think we screwed the pooch on that one. So we're gonna go ahead and need to get a piece of pipe.
Yep.
Let's not destroy that. Oh, beautiful. Harbor Freight 3-ton jack handle to the rescue. That sounded pretty. Oh yeah, she's seated. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, there's the cup. That's 25, 29 spacer. I'm gonna assume that guy because it just fits too good. And then 27 and 28 shims. Do we have shims?
30, 47, Tom, 30, 45.
I don't think we have any shims. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
7 Tom, 30, 45. And then a 7 Tom, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay. So 6 Tom, 91, 42. 6 Tom, 91, 43. Yep. Okay.
Yep. That's it.
That just needs like a
Clean up.
yeah. Okay. So that's preliminarily assembled. Okay. So then next we have this guy here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Perfect. Perfect. We were quickly approaching too hot. I was like, hurry.
About to start changing colors.
Yep, it was right on the cusp. It should be all right. Okay, this is kind of a crappy kit. They're like
You're
most
telling
of the
me.
bearings, but not all the bearings. But then we'll give you extra bearings that you don't need.
What part number is that? Let's write down now.
34. 8 Tom, 1581.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, so that's as far as we can get with that one. Because like 75 of these bearings, which we only need a maximum of 2 for that shaft. So both of these bearings are supposed to be much larger. Now, this is the other thing. Do you want to attempt to assemble that? I know we need the press to put it together and like lock it, but I say let's loosely assemble it and make sure we've got all the snap rings, we've got all the bearings, we've got all the clutches and the steels, right? And then at that point you can, because that way if you need to order something, then you can get that ordered before you take it to
Might
the
as well
shop
order
and
it all right now.
just get it all ordered.
That sucks, man.
That does suck. So this has got how much-
$800 on that kit.
That kit was $800. It's missing like half of everything. So this is brand new.
Oh yeah.
This is what was bad on his transmission.
Yep.
The gears were fine. It was the forward reverse. So he probably had forward and no
Yeah.
reverse, or he had reverse and no forward or something, and that's why he brought the tractor in to get it serviced. And then when they said it'll be $30,000 so you can shift forward and backwards, he said nope. And then Markel bought it
Yes.
and paid $800 for the kit that's missing half the parts. How much was this shaft?
Oh.
Do I want to
It
know?
was pricey. I gotta look it up. I think it was like
1,000?
Yeah.
All right. We went through the last the parts list for the forward and reverse gear, which has the clutches, and we went through, made sure we had all the little individual parts, all the doodabs and chingaderas. We are missing a handful of parts, so we did go ahead and write those down, and hopefully we didn't miss anything.
Hopefully.
And we'll be able to finish the assembly. All the shafts are basically assembled. We just need to assemble the clutch shaft. All right, that's going to do it for this week. Markel's going to take the really expensive shaft with all the expensive parts. He's going to take that with him because I don't have a press. So we can't assemble it. So he's going to take it with him. He's got a press, and he's going to assemble it. And then sometime in the future, we got to order parts and other things. So I'm assuming probably a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
He'll be back up with that part, and then we'll start assembling the transmission, and we'll learn how many other parts and pieces we're missing.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. Yeah, let's hope we've got basically everything else we need. So, okay, perfect. Well,
Cool.
thanks for coming by. Markel's thinking about starting his own YouTube channel, and I think he should. So everybody give him some encouragement to go start his own YouTube channel.
Yep.
And next week, we're going to be diving right back into the Scout. We had a little break. We got to get back into the Scout. We got to replace those rockers, those inner rockers. They're rusted out. So stay tuned for that. That's next week. I also just today, Markel even helped me, picked up a new project. And I'm really, really, really excited about this one. But I'm not going to say anything to you. There might be like a picture or a glimpse. I don't know. I don't know if we can. You can tell Markel can barely hold it back. I'm so excited about this project. So that's going to be coming up real soon. We got to get the Scout finished first. I don't know. We might work on a Scout for a little bit and then do something else. There's a lot to go still on the Scout. So that's coming up soon. So stick around. We got that going on. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, Markel.
Yep.
Get out of
Thanks
here.
for
You
having
got to
me.
get home. And we'll get back on this transmission very soon. I can't wait. I got some ditches. I got some dead trees
That we need to pull out.
Yeah, I need to dig out. So let's get this backhoe working. So right on. We'll see you guys next week.